You're now listening to the Orlando Magic HQ Twitter Spaces. Join us as we break down commentaries, fan reactions, and dive into immediate post-game analysis, breaking news, and all things Orlando Magic related. The show starts now.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us here at the Postgame Panel with the Orlando Magic HQ. I am your host, Stanley Swanson. Ladies and gentlemen, let me start off like this. The pizza lovers are going to be loving tomorrow, Saturday, half off Papa John's. The Orlando Magic got the dub over the Portland Trailblazers. It is 1 a.m. I see you guys in here. We do not care. It is Friday night. We are having a good time. Thank you all for joining us. Man, yo. These guys, let me tell you something about the young Orlando Magic roster. These guys handled the Rockets. Handled them. Damn near broke that fan base over there. I don't know if you've been in those spaces. They damn near broke that fan base over there. Traveled cross country and then handled business again tonight. Shouts out to the Orlando Magic, man. The team started up with amazing energy. First quarter, active hands, just, getting the rebounds, going in transition for a bucket. Mosley really had the guys prepared for action. Most of the time when you do a cross-country trip, you're a younger team, you might start off a little lackadaisical when I know. Mosley had these guys ready for action. And granted, basketball is a game of runs. We see what we saw, that the Portland Trailblazers had a few runs in them. Luckily, we were able to weather the storm. We went on runs of our own. One thing I will point out is I didn't like that isolation ball at the end. I mean, I know we put the ball in Franz's hand and everything, but that was 2 plays in a row where it was 13 consecutive seconds of Franz just dribbling that thing. And then when Paolo got the rebound, it was just another 13 seconds of more ball movement in those crucial moments. But it's a younger team; they'll go ahead and figure that out. Listen, we got the dub tonight, man. We got the dub. There was so many. Honestly, I know the 6-man show got the jam. There were so many of those tonight. It seemed like Mo Wagner, man. He had a dunk in every single quarter. This dude he was a complete menace tonight. Complete menace. And honestly, our bench unit, that's our first 2 games between Cole Anthony. Yo, shouts out to this guy. Cole Anthony's playing like a guy that just got a bag for 30 mil. Like that's who he's playing like right now. He is playing with energy on both ends of the ball. And honestly, as a Magic fan, I know you guys are here with me. I am happy that we got this guy re-signed, man. That is very, very, very crucial piece to our future moving forward. Other than that, man, I'm gonna let you guys get to the rest of the players, guys. It's 2-0. Listen, 2019 vibes is what I'm getting, but even better, man. We have a opportunity to go into LA. And, if not takes both of them, take one of them. I think the team is high in confidence right now. They're 2-0. We got things popping in Orlando. Bryce, how you doing, man?
Man, this was a war of attrition on a Friday night, and I had some caffeine earlier today, and it's still I am so tired right now. But man, this Magic team is 2-0, 2-0. It's like I said last space, bro. There's a lot to be excited about down here. This, to me, there was a lot of questions in the second half that I'll get to in a second, and yet we still came out with a dub. I feel like this team last year, especially earlier in the year, I know we were riddled with a lot of injuries, but I feel like we would have lost this game. So that's a sign of improvement. You love to see that kind of stuff. Some of the guys I want to shout out first is Boogie Franz. Oh my goodness, 6 for 16 and 3 for 9 from 3. He went off in that second half, bro. 23 points in the game. Jalen Suggs had, I think, either 2 or 3 steals. He had 4 steals and 2 blocks. Those Rockets fans talking about he don't know about him being a good defender, average defender. My man is a great defender. What the fuck are you guys talking about? Cole Anthony, solid night off the bench, and Mo Wagner, like you were saying, Stan, give the man his respect tonight. He balled out. But yeah, it was great to get that win. I definitely have questions about some of the rotations that were going on in the second half, but like I said, bro, we're 2-0. 2-0. And Jonathan Isaac not playing in the second half, and who was it? Markelle Fultz maybe injured his hand. So stuff to maybe be slightly concerned about, but I'm not going to worry too much until I see an injury report. So as far as I know, we're going into the Lakers game 2-0. That's going to be must see television. Must see television.
I think with J.I., it was in the second quarter where he kind of fell down. And then after that, he kind of, when he was walking, I noticed he was stalking a little bit. He kind of had that little big walk. So maybe they were just being cautious. What's the reason to have J.I. out there? Like, there's really no reason for it.
And I mean, I saw Chad tweet during the game. It's like, it's a long season. So if we're going to rest him or we saw him take a couple bumps, go ahead and just send him out for the rest of the game. I'd rather see him play next game fully healthy than him trot out there and maybe have like a limp and re-injure something or anything like that. So, as long as we don't see the injury report tomorrow or Sunday, I feel like we're straight. We're going in the Lakers game healthy. Another note, we didn't see any of the rookies tonight. I think that was probably planned. But very interesting rotations. I know a lot of some people I saw were upset with Joe Ingles. His 15 minutes. I know he didn't really do much, but no, it's like I said, man, we're 2-0. Was looking a lot better than last year, that's for sure. And I'm excited. I think we can get out of this road trip with a winning record for sure.
1,000%. I mean, the confidence is definitely there. And Bryce, before we go over to Skinny, if I would have told you that the Magic were 2-0 and Paolo Banchero in his first game dropped 12 and in his second drop, I think it was like 13 or 14 today, would you believe me? Like,
No.
Great ball.
I would not believe you. We definitely haven't seen the same production from Paolo. I don't know his shot count on the first game. It was under 10 or 11.
6.
It was 6 shots. Yeah. So if you had told me he was taking 6 shots and then he still got, what was it, 11?
12 today.
Yeah. So under 15 points, basically, I would have not believed you at all. But I mean, other guys step up on this team. I feel like, a lot of the starters this year so far, like I'm going to mention a name, Wendell Carter Jr. had 8 points tonight, 2 for 7. He was solid, but I mean, that's not the normal Wendell stat that I'm looking for. Markelle Fultz, 4 for 8 for 8 points. He can do better than that. So it's other guys stepping up on this team, and that's why it's so important for us to have a healthy bench. Is because all these guys have the potential of stepping up tonight. If you had told me going into this game that Mo Wagner would have had 17 points off 8 for 8 shooting the ball, that's insane. I would not expect that from Mo Wagner, but that's just the kind of the players we got on this team, man. Is some guys will have great nights and other guys won't, but we're still getting dubs regardless.
They're going to have to start calling, Dub City. We getting dubs over here. Skinny, we got the Papa John. I don't know if you got the Papa Johns yesterday, if you're getting the Papa Johns tomorrow on Saturday. Regardless, the Magic are up 2-0. Let's go. How you feeling today, babe?
I am grooved, Stan. I'm grooved. Bryce, good to hear from you. Everybody's good to see y'all. Man, tomorrow's college football Saturday. I'm be eating good as hell. I don't know what y'all talking about. I'm gonna eat good tomorrow, courtesy of the Orlando Magic. Tonight was kind of like that person at the bar that you're looking at. They're kind of interesting, and the more drinks you take, you're like, all right, I'm fine with it. Whatever, we'll settle. I do think I was impressed pretty much throughout the first half, though. My notes are scrambled, man. There's so many things that I was just impressed, kind of confused by, kind of raised question marks, but some main points. Cole Anthony, bro. I don't know when I'll stop being appreciative of what he's got going on right now. 2 games, obviously. I can't wait for like the early game stuff to die off, so you can just talk about how good a guy's playing regardless of how long it's been into the season. Cole just looks super solid, bro. I mean, that dude is just scoring the rock pretty easily, honestly. I'm enjoyed what I've seen from him. I mean, even when he comes off the bench, I think he got subbed out for Markel and immediately goes down to the other end and is picking up 94 feet. I just absolutely love it. I love the defensive intensity, so I'll feed into that. Suggs with 6, basically what people are calling stocks now, blocks and steals. It's just fun. It's fun to watch. And Jeff Turner pointed out a bunch of times in the broadcast, like, people think they have a mismatch. There's no mismatch there. There is not a mismatch there. That dude is a bulldog, and he wants you. He wants whoever has the ball. He wants to guard you. So there is no mismatch there, and it's fun to see that kind of intensity. But I feel like it's spread out through the team. Tonight we saw like Paolo. I feel like I didn't see that last year in terms of the defensive end jumping actively in passing lanes throughout the night. Um, Even when the shot's not falling. So I think that's kind of what I saw in FIBA when he had that bit of a diminished role, that kind of do everything that you can do to help us win role. Helps us out a ton. We all took note of the fact of, Markel looked like he got hurt maybe with his hand. No JI after the first stint. Feel like he was kind of jumpy on defense, but in terms of overall team, like Bryce said, I can't sum it up any better way. Everybody is just ready to step up. That's just kind of the mentality that you can see throughout the team. It's the next man up. Mose is growing throughout the season. He's going to ever grow alongside with this team. So I take his mistakes and his accomplishments all with a grain of salt, the same way I do players, and the same way we say it's early in the season. It is early in the season. He's got to test his rotations, and they're going to be questionable. They're going to be a little iffy. But to see us pull out this WJ does not agree with me. He does not like that at all. But to see us pull out this W, man, honestly, overall, it's a good feeling. And going into the rest of this road trip, I predicted that we'd have a positive record coming back home. I feel damn good about it right now.
And you really said it. I mean, you and Bryce kind of both have hit it on the money. It's a collective. These are collective beatings that we're giving these teams, and it seems that every single person, even the guys, the rookies that aren't playing 1 through 15 on this roster, you can tell that these guys, they're ready for it. They are ready to show the league what time it is. They're ready to put the league on notice. And man, going 2-0 already, and I know. Listen, it's against the Houston Rockets, who just lost to the San Antonio Spurs. Let me tell you guys, and the Portland Trailblazers. Don't get me wrong; these are still NBA teams, and I'm happy that we got these two kind of easier teams, not per se, out earlier. So we got our confidence going up against the Clippers and the Lakers. Man, those games, it's gonna be must-watch TV. Bryce, you got your hand up before we go over. What you got for me, man?
Well, I just wanted to say, to bounce off the point that you just made, it is incredibly hard to win in the NBA. This was the Trailblazers home opener. It's not like they were going to come out and not give us a good game. Like Shadon Sharp had 32 points. He had 24 points off of efficient shooting tonight. So it's, I mean, it just speaks to the mentality of this team that even though they blew a 13-point lead, they still were going to fight it out to the very end. There were times that the Trailblazers actually took the lead today. This team kept fighting. So, I mean, I just don't want to hear like, oh, we should have blown them out or whatever, because I feel like based on the fact that they still have a solid team, they're still an NBA team. It's just not going to happen every night. That's just the nature of the NBA. You're not going to go into another team's house and blow the roof off the building. Like that's just not going to happen, bro. So once again, just a credit to the team and how they fought and how they ended this game. So
Hey, the team, and honestly, shouts out to Mosley for having these guys ready. I'm gonna continue saying shouts out to Mosley for having these young guys ready, especially a East to West Coast trip. Like that is different. Chad, you were up next, and then I see a few hands up, guys. We're gonna get to everybody. Chad, you were up, and then we'll go over to, I believe it'll be Chad. Go for it, man. I got everybody. How you feeling, Chad?
Good, bro. I mean, 2-0. Last year, I mean, around this time, we hadn't got scratched a win yet. I was looking at some of the game logs from last year, and we didn't rack up 2 wins until game 6 and 9 of last year's season. So you ain't about to see me bitch and complain about anything tonight, bro. Like, yeah, shots weren't falling like they were against the Rockets. The team didn't shoot. I mean, I attribute that to, poor free throw shooting, which is pretty contagious, man. I mean, they just didn't shoot very well from the line at all. I mean, if you shoot relatively just a couple percentages better than what you did, you win arguably by double digit points tonight. And I don't think you're going to hear anyone complain. So, I mean, it is what it is. I think the only things that I really can complain about or really could think of complaining about is the way that they're utilizing Paolo. It's kind of weird to me. He looks like they're using him as a decoy. And I get it. I mean, it's all about team basketball. It's working. But I mean, dude, you got to get your number one or number two best player going like early. I feel like, and he was getting going early a little bit, kind of like off of broken plays and fast breaks. But man, I mean, I'm sure someone's gonna bring it up eventually, so I'll go ahead and do that. How many times did we see him have a mismatch, and like they're just waiting and
He
waiting
needs
and
to put his
waiting
head down
No,
better.
no, no,
and
no, no. There
waiting?
were not. No, Chad, you're on the money. He had Scoot posted up in the high post at least 5 to 6 times, and we just did not get him the basketball.
And he's standing in corners, and Scoot is so sagged off of him, and it's like, why are we not getting him the ball? I also was a little bit curious too to look at what Paolo looked like, the first couple games, the first couple weeks of last year's season, and he didn't shoot no less than 13 times around the first couple games last year. And to see him only have 6 and 11 attempts, I think is literally what I'm saying is that I think they're just utilizing him as a decoy right now and trying to just get everyone involved, which is cool. I mean, it's a team sport, but I don't know, man. I feel like, I mean, I guess I can't really complain until we need that. I mean, because it's working, we're winning, so it's like, what? I guess whatever. But I guess that's the only thing I can really nitpick about. I mean, the whole Isaac thing. I know people are gonna complain about that, bro. The man played like what 11 games last year, and he was out for 2 years. Like, are we trying to play this guy 25 minutes a game, game two into the season? We ain't fighting for playoffs right now. Like, just chill, please, relax until we get an injury report or something that says otherwise. Just relax. Like he played 8 minutes, what, six less than what he did Wednesday, 2 days ago, and we're in the West. Like, just chill.
No, I'm
Relax.
happy if we can rest Isaac
Yeah,
and get a
exactly.
W.
Exactly. I'm happy about that. Like, cool. We don't really necessarily need him too much right now, but I just think, I don't want anyone to get until we get an injury report that says otherwise. I think we all need to relax on that. The one thing that has me like kind of like is Fultz. I mean, he was grabbing the hand and he didn't come back. So maybe it was a tweak and they're just like, "Hey, bro, just chill." Cole's got it on lock tonight. He was playing pretty good. Mo was playing good. So it's like, why force the issue type of
Is it
thing.
right or left? Right or
It
left?
looked like right.
No,
It
it was
looked like
left,
the
left,
right.
left, left, left.
Okay, whatever. It's a hand.
Yeah.
So uh, that's the only thing I guess I'm like heart racing a little bit about, but we ain't got no update on that yet. So until otherwise, just chill on it. it looked like Mose was like, bro, Cole and Mo got it on lock. Just roll it out. We got it. Which, I mean, you want your coach to trust in his players, right? I mean, I don't mind that. Wendell wasn't really playing that well tonight. He wasn't his usual physical self. He was getting kind of thrown around by Ayton low key. So, I mean, Mo was putting up effort. I mean, energy and effort is gonna win a lot of the times in the NBA. I mean, it is what it is. So, but other than that, man, 2-0. Like going against we got the Lakers next, right?
Yeah,
Monday. Is it
Monday.
Monday? Okay, yeah. So there's a little bit break in between, which is good. I mean, dude, like I feel confident going in against the Lakers. To me, they didn't look that great going against beat up Suns. So I mean, shoot. Hopefully we can get Paolo going a little bit sooner though. That's my only real coaching staff thing. I just don't really, and it just. I'm sure a lot of us will watch the highlights and stuff like that. I'm not sure and really like pay attention to that stuff. It just kind of looks weird. Maybe someone else will tweet about it and correct me if I'm wrong or emphasize a little bit more stuff on it. But to me, it just looked really weird how he was in the corners a lot and just like stuff I was not seeing last year at all. So, but it is what it is. 2-0, feel good, man.
Feels very good. And before we go over to the next person, Chad, let me ask you back to the JI thing. Me personally, I believe that we should be, sitting him out certain games. I think we should only be trying to play JI up to about 40, 44 games, 45 games this year. I don't think if they want to shoot for 50, but I think, just getting them over the 40 hump is where they should be at for that. What do you think on that?
Well, my only thing, I don't disagree with that, but my thing would be with the new rules in the
Touche.
league, would they allow that? So maybe there's a loophole that the team could figure out, proving like, hey, this guy has just recently had surgery, stuff like that. Maybe there's a loophole in there that they're saying like, he's been nicked up so much that, we don't want to play him back to backs like that because he's still working through a surgery or something. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe they could find a loophole in that. But the only thing that I could see putting a wrench into that is the league. And probably what will happen is what we've seen tonight. 8 minutes, he gives a little bit of minutes there, they pull him out. And then and maybe we see that on closer together games, which makes sense because we just played Wednesday. So maybe they do something like that to where it's like when there's game, like I think we'll get an answer against the Lakers. How many minutes he plays against the Lakers will honestly tell me a lot more because there's a little bit more cushion between this game and the next, other than like we did with the Rockets and Portland tonight. There's 2 days, little bit more rest. We're already on the West Coast. So if he's playing like 10 plus minutes, if he's playing any more minutes than what he did tonight, that tells me everything that they're probably just going to play him less on closer together games and not get in trouble with the league with the whole load management type stuff. So, I mean, maybe I'm wrong. Anyone can elaborate on that, but I feel like that's probably what's happening. So,
No, I think you got that. Dylan, you were up next before we go over to my guy Hassan from Trailblazer fan. Dylan, how you feeling? The Magic got the dub tonight. I know you're not going to be able to get the half off Papa John's, but you feeling good about the win. Let us know.
Yeah, man. I mean, 2-0, we'll take it. It was definitely an ugly win. It was times during the game that, it was you kind of wanted to close your eyes a little bit and just hope that the clock would run out because I know for me, Wendell getting thrown around by DeAndre Ayton, that was probably the most frustrating thing. Like, DeAndre Ayton shouldn't be looking like a serviceable player out there. The Suns just let that guy go like he was nothing. So, like, to see that, it was kind of frustrating. And then just, like, the mental things. I mean, I know we're a young team, but making your free throws, you have to do that on the road especially because that'll get you beat if you're playing a good team. Like, if we do that against the Lakers, we're going to lose. We won't win doing that against teams that are competent. We won tonight not only because we played well enough to, but also Portland helped us. They took a lot of ill-advised shots. You had Shaden Sharp, who was hot, and he was playing well, but he took also a couple heat check shots that really helped us out. We forced some turnovers that saved us. Cole and Mo Wagner, thank goodness they kind of saved us tonight. I think signing Cole Anthony will probably go down as one of the best moves of the Weldham era. That was a genius. Thankfully, we don't have to worry about him going anywhere anytime soon. But yeah, man, this is one of those games where when you're fighting for playoffs, in a couple months, you can't lose to a team that doesn't have their best player and is already one of the youngest teams in the league. Once Simmons is out, you have to win that game. That becomes a must-win for this team because they're going to be fighting later in the year, and you don't want to say, man, we missed the playoffs by 1 or 2 games. I wish we'd have won that game in Portland when they didn't even have their best player. So I'm happy that they're 2-0, but we definitely got some things we need to clean up. It's a little worrisome about Fultz, like Chad was saying. Hopefully he's okay. 2 days off hopefully helps. Although I don't know about 2 days off being in LA with a young team. That could be bad if we're not disciplined. Being in LA for 2 days. I don't know if they're going to practice or not. Hopefully they do, but I don't think they'll practice tomorrow. So that means you got a Saturday night in LA with a bunch of money and young kids. Something bad could happen. So hopefully they'll be all right.
Wait, hold on, Dylan. What L.A.? What goes on in L.A. with young? I heard people go to church out there. Hold on, what's going? What are you telling me?
Hey, don't come for us like that, bro. It get active
Yeah,
out here.
man, it get real scary real quick. But nah, man. I mean, overall, I'm all right. With the win. I mean, you can't be too mad with a win, but at the same time, we should have won the game by more. I mean, there's no reason for this game to be as close as it was. I understand it was their home opener. I agree with Bryce. Of course, they're not going to just roll over. But come on, man, we need to kind of put the pedal down a little bit and learn to put these teams away. We have been playing with. We have had this team for a few years now. Like Franz is in his 3rd year, Paolo's in his 2nd, Cole's been around. Wendell's been around. They just haven't been healthy, but they're not, rookies. So overall, glad we won, but definitely some things we need to clean up, and they will. I'm just glad they won because tonight would have been a frustrating loss if we'd found a way to lose that one. So I'm just glad we won.
I mean, hey, 2-0. Honestly, at this point, I don't know if you guys are looking at the standings. We are at the top of the stand. I know it's 2-0. Listen, I know I'm gonna take every single victory we get this season. So we are at the top of the standings in the East right now, and especially in our division, we're the only undefeated team right now.
I'm really concerned about the rebounding against the Lakers, though. I mean, AD might have 25 rebounds if he plays well, because it's like,
If he
man,
plays.
yeah, if he plays and if he plays locked in. But the one good thing is LA is coming off a back-to-back. We'll be coming off a back-to-back that day, which means LeBron will probably be on minutes restriction. It'll be I think their first back-to-back of the season. So I would assume LeBron would be on minutes restriction, which would be good for us. I think we should win that game if we clean up some stuff from tonight. Hopefully Cole keeps the hot hand. And Paolo, man, I don't want to be worried about Paolo. It sounds stupid, but we need more, man. I don't know if we need to run, like Chad was saying, I don't know if they need to run more plays for him. I don't know what's going on, but him only having 6 shots in one game and 12 shots in another, that's not going to do it against good teams. It's not going to work.
He had 12 points in the first half and ended with 14.
Yeah, I mean, it's
I thought to end the second quarter, I thought he was starting to get inspired, and I thought in the third quarter he would definitely keep attacking the basket, keep going. But hey, man,
I mean, it's kind of hard when you played the whole second fucking half. I'm sorry, guys.
yeah.
I mean, I don't know, but something's got to change. You can't you can't have Paolo putting up 14 points. He can't be out there looking like just a not. I'm not gonna say just a guy, but not like
Franz played the whole second half, I think.
Yeah, I thought that's
Paolo
who
had the
you guys
break.
were talking about. Yeah, but I mean, yeah, even Franz, even towards the end of the game, he had no legs. Like, I don't know. I'm
Franz
still
really did
lost
his
on the
work today,
rotations.
and
No,
he's gonna continue to do
he
it.
did for sure, and I praise that. The hustle stats were there. Like, we played hard as shit. That's the main reason why we won. But I'm still lost on these rotations. This was one of the knacks that I had against Mose last season. I love Mose to death, but there's question marks on that with as far as I'm concerned with him, in my eyes. That's really, I don't know. Like when I see Franz with no legs taking those jumpers towards the end of the game, Cole fumbling a little bit, and then closing the gap towards the end of the game. I understand it's a good gritty win, but I need to understand it. Is Markelle hurt? What's going on with JI? Why he wasn't playing? Why can't Ingles contribute a little bit more so that Franz, towards the end of the game, can have a little bit more legs when he's taking that shot?
I'm
It
not
goes
real
past.
happy with Ingles
Just
myself, and my boy
yeah.
Jalen
I'm
Suggs. Y'all
expecting
know
a big game in LA, bro.
And the one thing I do want to say is these are things to look at, but especially with Paolo, I don't view it as concerning. I view it as more as something that needs to be adjusted because it doesn't look like Paolo's being it's like his game has dropped or anything. He's just it's kind of looking like he's more efficient, doing more with less. And I know it's only 14 points and 12 points, but it's looking like he's not really the reason that he's not getting as many points. It's a collective effort. Everybody's getting the ball around.
Yeah, that's what we're all thinking and hoping. I mean, I think he'll be fine. I'm not necessarily worried about him, but I just know when we play better teams, we're gonna need more from him. I mean, we can't. Yeah.
And can I say this? He since he came to the league, he plays above his age, and he really doesn't care about stats. Like I can tell. He when he wants, like, I feel like he needs to demand the ball more, and I feel like Franz is better at doing that. But he plays like a veteran, He's gonna come in with needed. But I feel like in LA, perfect proving ground to come out and attack from the first quarter, especially getting them off of back to back. And we need to attack AD,
Yeah, we definitely need to attack AD and try to get him in foul trouble. And hopefully Suggs continues to do what he was doing because he basically sealed the game tonight with that last defensive play with like the last 30 seconds when he got that steal. Or not a steal, but he got the jump ball or whatever.
And I think we're going to just continue saying that throughout the season, where it's always, man, Jalen Suggs made a play on the defensive end of the ball that really made a difference, sealed the game or things like I feel like we're going to be saying that. There's 82 games in the season. I think we're going to say that at least 55 times.
Yeah, hopefully more. Stan. Hopefully more.
Hopefully. Hassan, I know you're a Trailblazer fan. I'm sorry we did it to you, but we had to do it. You guys played great tonight. How you doing tonight? Welcome to the HQ space.
Yo, what's up, man? I appreciate y'all for having me here. This team is some shit. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I already told Bryce and Jay this, man. I might take a gap year, become like a part-time Bucks fan, because this team is I don't know, man. School's looking like Eric Bledsoe on crack.
Oh my God.
DeAndre Ayton still the same, soft. Chauncey Billups don't know how to make offensive sets still.
Talk about Shaden.
I mean, yeah, that's the only good thing. Shaden.
Bro, I was really impressed.
But, man, looking at our schedule, like, we might go 0-18. Like, looking at the paper after the whole Dame situation, I was like, look, if it works out, we might, just sneak into the play-in or something. But just the 2 games, I don't know. Especially School. School's getting killed in social media right now. Like, I don't.
How long is Simons out for?
I think, what was it? Let me check.
3 to 4
3
weeks.
to 4 weeks.
Oh, dude.
Man, he said 0-18, and you weren't lying.
Like, you see that schedule, bro. Like, we face the Sixers next, so we're gonna lose probably by like 50.
Jesus.
I don't know. Yeah, like I said, I might take that gap year and become a part-time Bucks fan just to support Dame.
Man, you got to
Because
do it for the mental health. I ain't gonna lie to you, son. You
I
got to do it
know
for the
it's
mental health, man. You know, get your
like
mind right. Be
we
a
was
Bucks fan.
one number away from getting 1B. That could just change everything. Like, even if Dame still got traded, bro, it still would have been.
At this point,
I don't know,
you're
man.
doing
This
it to
team,
yourself, thinking about it. You're doing it to yourself, thinking about it.
but like from this game,
Blazers
like
therapy.
I was actually surprised we didn't get blown out by like 50 because I was watching that Rockets game a couple days back. I was like, if they're doing this to the Rockets, imagine what they're going to do to us. I was really surprised that game was close. Like I said, Shaden was good. I don't know. Aiden's still soft. Like, I don't know, man. It's crazy. We really might be the worst team of the league. Oh, I don't know how I forgot about this. Jeremy Grant. Bro, he might have the worst contract in the league. There's no, like, bro, like, this is...
They had to pay somebody.
That's literally the only thing we did this free agency. Just gave him, like, bro.
Y'all
Like,
fed
he's
a
just
man.
doing
You guys
ISOs.
fed a man. You guys should
And
be
we
proud of
can't box
yourselves.
out to save our lives, bro. Like, oh, my God.
Jeremy Grant was doing ISOs, you said?
Like, just straight up ISOs from the elbow, like...
I'd be a little sick, I'm not going to lie.
And, like, I mean, school, like I said, it'll take time. Obviously, he's a rookie, but, like, I don't know. It looks like he don't know what he's doing, though, in the court sometimes. Like, and he still can't shoot. He shot, what, 43%?
What was his stat line? Do you know?
I know he shot, for tonight,
Yeah.
he was, let me see, 3 for 12. 1 for 5 for 3-point, from 3-point field goal. 25% basically. 7 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists.
Give him time. He's going to be
5 turnovers.
Give him time.
There was one play where I don't know who, like, Paolo tipped it and the Blazers got it back, and it was on Scoot's hands, and he had the open look and he shot it. But, like, we were daring him to shoot. And that's when I knew his confidence was a little off, man.
I don't know. And he worked out with Steph Curry out like all people, bro. Like, I don't know. I don't know. Now I'm having regrets. I'm like, damn. Should we just trade the pick after the lottery? I don't like. We got.
He just faced 2 top 10 defenses going into this year. Well,
Yeah, like the Clippers one, I wasn't surprised. I was like, all right, it's gonna be a rude awakening for him. That one I wasn't surprised, but this one I thought he was gonna have like at least a little bit.
You're gonna need more Shaden Sharp, great games, and Malcolm Brogdon.
Yeah, I think for now I think it's gonna be Shaden's team until further notice. But yeah, and worst part is the next draft class is not that great. So compared to this one,
If there is a reason for any Magic fan to be down in the dumps, just listen to Hassan right now. Just listen to what he's saying. This is his team, bro. This is his team. Like he is down in the dumps after 2 games, bro. Just listen to the man, all right? If you are upset that we won this game for some reason, just listen to Hassan, bro. Just listen to him.
like bro, like our owner sucks. Like Joey Allen, we've been begging her to sell the team, just so Phil Knight can just buy. Phil Knight's trying to buy this team for like years, and like she's refusing. Like the Dame thing, I knew it was going to happen sooner or later. I was just surprised it was the Bucks out of all the teams, but
I mean, you're not a bandwagon if you support your guy.
I know. I mean, because like I said, he has like this is the best chance to win the championship now. So
on the bright side of Son, I mean, you might have one of the worst teams, but you just got to experience and view what could be one of the best teams in the league.
Yeah, I think I got y'all what I projected. I think I had y'all 6 or 7 seeds this for y'all. I think y'all can. I think you and the Pacers are like the most surprising team for this year. that I had my prediction.
For the East.
Yeah.
They could definitely. The Magic could 1,000% make some noise this year. I mean, 2-0. Listen, it is like I said earlier. It's against the Rockets, and I'm sorry to say it's against the Blazers, but 2-0 for a young team that with the average age is like 24, 25, if I'm not mistaken.
23.5.
Yes. So it's super young, and just building that confidence up. It's really going to help a younger team, just establish their footing earlier on in the season, especially we're talking about this in-season tournament, things like that. Oh, man, the Magic got some good chances at this.
How's y'all pool for the in-season tournament?
I think it's
Celtics, Nets, Raptors, and what's the other team? Or isn't it just Bulls?
I think it's 4 per group.
Celtics. It's 4 per group. Then it's Celtics, Nets, Raptors.
Yeah, I saw our pool. I saw Phoenix and Lakers. I was like, oh yeah, hell no, this is over with.
It's not happening for you guys at all. Kenny, you were up next, man. I know you've been waiting for a minute. I appreciate the patience. The Magic got the dub today. We're going to celebrate today, tomorrow, the day after that. Make sure the whole league knows that the Orlando Magic are arriving. How you feeling right now, Kenny?
I'm feeling good, man. I'm feeling good. Like you all been saying the entire night. Like, it's hard to win in this league, bro. You got to take the wins when you can get them. Honestly, I feel like I was a little bit of bad luck because I missed the first half. I was out to dinner with the wife, and I came for the start of the third. I was like, oh, nice. All right, up by 10 or whatever. And then I was like, turnover. They were super sloppy in that third quarter. I was like, what the hell is going on? Do I need to turn the TV off? Is it my fault? Then they started to come back a little bit. I was like, all right, that's a little bit. Fourth quarter, they started to push it back up a little bit. I was like, all right, that's more like it. But listen, sometimes games like that happen, bro. Like, it's hard to win. And shout out to Jalen Suggs, dude. I think it was, at least in that second half, I saw twice he got in the post with 6'8" Jeremy Grant. And I know multiple people said it tonight. Like, there is no mismatch for him. He is so good at swiping at the ball. He is so good. I don't know how he does it. I don't know if it has to do with his football background or what, but he's incredible. And then, dude, Mo Wagner. I mean, we talk about the FIBA effect for Franz and Paolo and stuff. Mo Wagner. Did he miss? I don't think he missed. I think he was 8 for 8. He was incredible. Also, love the James Dean Halloween outfit. That's incredible to ball out after that. Love it. But yeah, bro, just good teams win on bad nights. Good teams win even when they don't have a great night. And that's what the Magic did tonight. Love to see it.
And it was a I'm just going to keep stressing it, the collectiveness of it. And it's through 2 games that it's kind of a collective effort. Now, we heard Jay talk about it a little bit earlier, Kenny. Let me ask you, how did you feel about the rotations towards the end? Because I know you picked up towards the second half.
Yeah, well, I didn't realize it towards the end. I was like, midway through the fourth or a little bit, 5 minutes left in the fourth. I was like, where's Fultz? And I saw on Twitter, I was like, damn, he hurt his hand. Ugh, that sucks. Isaac, I mean, look, with his injury history, I would rather be as cautious as possible. This is a long season. It's a long season, 82 games, bro. If he has any sort of inclination that's like something's up, I'd rather him rest, do what he's got to do, have him be ready for the second half of the season. I think it might have been you who was saying it. Like, if you have to limit him to, 40, 45, 50 games, fine. Totally cool with that. Don't burn him out and not have him available for the playoffs. Because even in like little spurts, like 15 minutes, 20 minutes, he makes a difference. So we need him available.
Rich, can I ask you something?
Yeah.
What do you think? How do you think we're gonna use him against the Lakers?
Ooh.
How much time is he gonna be on? Because we're gonna need him. I mean,
yeah.
definitely.
Well, now I'm like curious because like someone else in the space was saying that he might have been hurt after this game too, right? Like, he looked like he was hobbling a little bit.
During the game he fell down. It was the second quarter. He fell, and then he was kind of stalking the way he walked. It's kind of like a stalking motion.
Okay. Got you. I mean, assuming he does play, like assuming he's not like hurt or anything like that, I don't know, 12, 15 minutes. Probably, I would guess. I don't know.
They have to be golden.
Yeah,
They have to be good minutes.
no, it had to be 100%. And then, I mean, because I'm not trying to who are their. I don't keep up with the Lakers. I don't know who their like backup like 4 or 5 is right now. But yeah, I just keep him at 12 to 15. No need to push him. It's game number 3. Like let's ease him into it.
Mm-hmm.
I do want to point out too, though, Stan. You say that he was like stalking when he walks. I remember whenever we were finally getting some videos out from the practice
He was
facility,
walking a little bit that way,
this
right?
past offseason. He was walking the exact same way, and everyone was freaking out about like, why is he walking like that? Is he already hurt again? I think that's just how he walks, bro. I mean, the guy is
It might be
7 foot. Like he's got big feet. And
Yeah, I don't think he's
guys that
hurt.
big walk funny. So I mean,
it might just be because of the way he got the injuries. I mean,
That
not only
too.
because he's so big, but just because of the amount of surgeries he's had.
Yeah,
Like you're
sure.
gonna your body's gonna feel a little different, so you have to adjust.
For sure. And who's not to say too? He did. I know what you're talking about. Whenever he had fell, it looked like he landed on his tailbone. That don't feel good.
That's
So,
never good. That would have me walking funky too.
Yeah, it could have been that as well, but we'll see.
Yeah.
I mean, it's something to definitely keep an eye out for. The fortunate thing is we do have 2 days off between until the next game. That's the fortunate thing. Now, while we may see him against the Lakers, I don't expect to see J.I. against the Clippers.
No way. No back-to-backs.
Not at all.
So also too, did anyone see him go back to the locker room? Because all I seen was him just go straight to the bench and sit there.
If that's true, then that's a good sign.
Because if that's what happened, he just went straight to the bench, then he's good.
That's fine.
Like
He looked completely just chilling on the bench. Like
it might be just a case where it's mostly just being precautionary. Hey, there's no need to have you out there taking these hits right now. We were up, I think, what was it, 12-13 at that time. So hey, listen, go ahead, chill, get your cheer on real quick. You did what you had to do. We need you for the next one, because going up against a guy like AD, which J.I. has, it's something that if you want to go 3-0, we're gonna need J.I. out there. Hey yo, you were up next, man. Before we go over the Big Rich, hey yo, how you feeling, man? The Magic got the dub. We're up 2-0, top of the conference. How you feeling?
What's going on, y'all? Yeah, I saw plenty of you guys tweeting. I think a lot of you guys had work and needed caffeine for the game. I was the same way, so I had a little Red Bull here and stay awake for the game. But I was chilling with a Publix chicken sub, so it was all good. Yeah, you already know they fire. So in regards to the game, I mean, I could play devil's advocate and just expand a little bit. I actually do want to give shout outs to like the Trailblazers. Like I'm not gonna lie, they're better than the Rockets. Like I know they're gonna have a better record than the Rockets. In the second quarter, when I saw the game, I was like, oh yeah, the Trailblazers got some dog in them. Like they're not just gonna lay down. This is actually gonna be a competitive game. Like yeah, in the first half, the Magic were just rim running and scoring a lot of easy points in the basket, but they had that dog in them to literally just keep fighting back. So even with Scoot Henderson in foul trouble, it didn't matter. Ayton was picking up, the other role players were picking up. So even Grant was like somewhat decent. So they definitely better than the Rockets. So the Rockets talk that shit, but like the Trailblazers are definitely better. It was a good game to watch. Now in terms of like how we played, well, I mentioned it in the last space, but I don't know what they're doing with Paolo. I don't know. I saw it like at least 3 times this game where he's in the low post. They're looking at him and they're not feeding him. So I don't know what's going on there, but he does do that visible frustration of like flaring out his arms, like, yo, why am I not getting the ball? So they got to change that for sure. I don't know what's going on there. I love when he's playing like a facilitator, like a point forward. But we saw that last season. We saw that last season. On top of him scoring in transition, on top of him playing low post, so him being a facilitator, we already know he can do that. So we just need him to get his shots. If Franz can shoot 6 for 16 or something similar like that, like he did tonight, then Paolo should equally be shooting 15 or 20 shots a game, I wouldn't even be mad about it. Now, if he's shooting 50% from the free throw, I might not necessarily like that, because if the team shot better in free throws, this game would have easily been a blowout. It would have been a 20-point blowout. I mean, if I'm correct, I believe the Magic had double the fouls. Like, the calls did go our way this game. They definitely did. Definitely
Yep.
a gritty game as well, but we had like double the calls. So I assume we had double the free throws, which if we hit the free throws, this game would have been 20 to 30 points winning, like similar to the Rockets game. But yeah, I will give credits to the team, because if it was last season, that third quarter where the Blazers were knocking down nutty threes and they even had a lead for a
Fans
little
got into
while,
it.
we would have lost. Like, if it was last season, we would have lost, because third quarter Magic is basically like choking and then having a super close fourth quarter. That's how it was last season for some games. So the Magic closed it out, which is a good thing. Mo was game of the player of the game, my opinion. Dude came in, did his thing. Cole hooping first half. Wendell got bodied. If Jonathan Isaac was in there, he would have locked down Aiton, in my opinion. But I understand he's on a minutes restriction, so it is what it is. Good game overall. Closer than what we would have all liked to see. But like I said, if it was last year, we would have lost that game. But we showed improvement. We showed grit. Blazers were a decent team. Much respects to them, and can't wait to see the Lakers. That's all. They're gonna get that smoke too.
Let me ask you, did Jalen Suggs do anything to convince you more that he was, the solidified starter?
Oh yeah, 100%. I mean, Gary Harris was a cone sitting in the corner. Y'all talking about Joe Ingles? Gary Harris was a cone in the corner. He didn't do anything. I love Gary Harris. Don't get me wrong. He is a spot up shooter, but Jalen Suggs for the development and the improvement that he's been doing or having year over year, he's definitely has the potential to be like the solidified starting shooting guard moving forward. In terms of the defense, he was doing great on defense for both games. Really solid job. In terms of the shot selection, he's getting the confidence in his shot, just like how Cole has confidence in his shot. And like people are acknowledging the defense that Suggs have and the pressure that he has. I was watching the Trailblazers broadcast, because unfortunately that's all that was on. That's all I was able to catch. So on the Trailblazers broadcast, they're giving credit to Suggs for his defense. So he's definitely got the potential to be the solidified starting shooting guard moving forward. There's no doubt about that.
Understood. Big Rich, you got your hand up, man. You saw what transpired out in the Pacific Coast. How you feeling about the Magic being up 2-0 right now, man?
Man, that was a great win. Like, the definition of a great win for real. Like, everyone, like, honestly, like, seeing, like, how good we played, especially, like, how, like, Suggs showed up, and he balled out tonight. So Suggs balled out tonight. He was a defensive dog. He was running to the rim fearless, and he wasn't missing all the shots when he was running to the rim. I will say, like, if there's any caveats, I feel like we were just there were at times, especially when we were starting to lose the lead, where we got we just started shot chucking, and I'm just like, we need to stop doing that. But this team is like night and day. Like, this team's so much so improved. They're so locked in. They're so just ready to compete now. I love seeing these guys just play the way they do. I totally agree with Jay too, though. The Magic, I don't know what's going on with the passive use of Paolo in the offense. They need to use him more, because he was number one pick and rookie of the year last year for a reason. Like, you need to be using him more, especially like to help us win. Um, and I gotta give the Blazers their flowers too. Like, the Blazers played a lot better than I expected for sure. Like, those guys, they have some real bucket getters for sure over there. But I'm hyped, man. This game was great. I was worth staying up for, and all I gotta say left is go Magic.
Hey, man, go Magic! Everybody, if you in the Central Florida area, I want to make sure to remind you, Papa John's is 50% off on, like Skinny said, college football Saturday. Oh man, get those college football watch parties better be full of Papa John's. You go, hey, save some change in your wallet. You know what I'm saying? Jonathan, you got your hand up. How you feeling, man? The Magic are up 2-0.
What's up, guys? Go Magic, huh? I'm feeling good. It was it was a good game. It was a gritty game, frustrating at times. Um, free throws were killing me. You guys all were watching, so obviously rotations, Mose. I don't know sometimes what he's thinking, keeping Cole in the game after in the fourth quarter. I wanted Markel in. I don't know if he was hurt or not, but it was a gritty game. Good. We were suffocating them on defense in the first half. It was awesome. Some with Paolo, I guess this has been a frustrating thing for the first two games. I was just kind of looking at the FIBA, how Steve Kerr used him. Not sure if that's a transitional thing that he's kind of going through. Maybe playing more, you know, scared as a center or whatever. He's just not. It's not taking full advantage of the opportunities. Maybe they're not feeding him the ball enough. But yeah, I think this is game two. We're gonna see what this team can do. I think we're gonna make the playoffs this year. But yeah, it was a great game. It was a great game overall. Good to see the guys not fold in the fourth quarter. And yeah, go Magic, guys.
Let me ask you, Jonathan. I mean, you mentioned Fultz. Let's say Fultz isn't ready to go. They're going to be precautionary with him on Monday. Who's the guy that's going to step up? I mean, I know who's going to be the starter, but who's the guy that's going to step up and really be? Is it going to be the Anthony Black? Is it going to be the Cole Anthony? Is it Jalen Suggs?
Yeah, I think we're gonna have to lean into Paolo. I think Paolo's gonna have to be the guy on Monday when we play. But I mean, Jalen, every game he's coming in and giving that defensive uh, just defensive strength. You don't see that often in a shooting guard, and he's special. I think he's gonna just get better. But I think if we're gonna want to win, we're gonna need Paulo to take over, and I think we're gonna need Ji if we're gonna be playing against the Lakers with Rui Hachimura coming off the bench. He's a baller. Um, yeah, I think Paulo's gonna have to step up. He's gonna have a 25-point game, and Franz is gonna have to keep playing the way he's playing too.
I mean, it's gonna be a grind, a battle, everything to go 3-0, and then wake up, go to sleep, wake up, and do it again the next day and go 4-0.
100%. Well, I'm curious to see if Mose is going to be using AB in the beginning of the season. So I'd like to see him get some minutes, but at this point, he's so raw. I think Jet can come in and give some good minutes right now if we really needed him. See, we
In
need
LA
not in
with
LA.
the
I'm saying
lights.
not in LA. I'm saying like the first quarter of the season. You know what I'm saying? Like, but not right away. But I think I'm saying like as a rookie,
Yeah.
I think Jet can come in and really provide offense for us. I think AB is still a work in progress. That's just my opinion.
I mean, I'm with you. From what we saw from a guy like Jed Howard, he just needs two warm up shots, and then that thing is slinging. That thing is wet.
100%.
But it's going to be
Yeah.
interesting. I mean, especially we haven't had a back to back yet. Rest is going to not take a huge effect because, like Chad said, the rules and things like that. So guys won't be sitting, but guys will be playing less minutes, and some will be playing more minutes on back to back. So it's really going to be interesting to see when we do have that back to back coming up, if we utilize our rookies in any way, or if we use a guy like Chuma.
Yeah. I honestly think Ji and Markel are fine. I think that Mose was playing the hot hand. I wanted to keep those guys in, wanted to keep Cole and Mo in as much as he wanted. So, but yeah, we'll see if we play the rookies these upcoming games. I don't think so, but if Markel's out, who knows? I think it's Chuma. You're right, coming in.
Just getting you in some. I mean, Chuma's got the most NBA experience under him. It's definitely a toss up to see who gets those minutes. I mean, hopefully we're in here just speculating and things like that, and then we wake up tomorrow and we get a tweet from Jason Bede or just the official Orlando account saying Markelle Fultz is good to go.
Yeah.
Skinny, you got your hand up. What do you got for me, man?
So after hearing kind of like the round table for the most part, go ahead and speak. One thing I took away. Listen, that 6'8" bald black man from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, named Jamal Mosley. I have a lot of confidence in him. He withstood a lot of criticism that was faced opposed him last year, and I think he's going to do just fine. I think he's going to be perfectly fine. I don't know if I'm the only one that remembers the off-season conversations that we would have in here, but we all said we were not envious of Jamal Mosley, and that going into the season, you were going to see things that you were going to question. I genuinely, Chad pointed it out earlier, but I like that early into the season, we're not seeing the things that we saw last year because we didn't have a point guard to start the season last year. We didn't have a guy that could set the table for these guys. We didn't have a Franz that was coming off of a FIBA World Cup championship. You didn't have a Paolo that had played with Team USA and learned the little ins and outs of the game. And you didn't have J.I., right? And we didn't get him for more than 7 minutes tonight. But collectively, when you look at what everybody was saying was that even without J.I., the feel of the need, like last year we needed J.I. Oh my gosh. We were in here like, please, like, when he's healthy, when he can give us 5 minutes, when he gives 5 minutes, he's giving you the damn 5 minutes and you look good. In my opinion, I mean, like, on defense, the team is really genuinely bought into what Jamal Mosley is saying. And you guys alluded to it. Obviously, it is a eyebrow raiser. I wouldn't say it's a question mark or anything to be super concerned about, but seeing Paolo used in different ways is things that this front office, the coaching staff, everyone has talked about. Has talked about the versatility. It has been 2 games, so we have seen slightly different things, but I mean, it is just going to be fun for Magic fans this year because everyone's going to get their shine. Genuinely, it's a team and an organization that has clearly made it a focus that if you are not playing the way that we need you to, or if someone is doing better than what you can do, that guy's going to ride out tonight. You guys all know me. I come in here and I tell you Wendell Carter Jr. is the safest center in the league. Shit, you couldn't tell me it wasn't Morris Wagner tonight. 8 of 8 shooting. He did everything that you could have asked him to do. He's taking charges the same way he did last year. Led the league in charges, I believe, last year. The team does a lot of the little things, and that goes back to your head coach. That goes back to the trust that you have in that guy and the faith and the confidence that he gives in you, because you're willing to die for that guy. They all talk about how bad they ride for Jamal Mosley. Um, to sum all that up, like I said, we had these conversations in the offseason that he was going to have some troubles with dealing with having a genuinely healthy lineup for the most part. And now already he's having these little bumps, Markel getting bumped up, bruised here. You want to be cautious. You got to be as smart as you can. Give Jamal Mosley time. We said the same thing last year. After last year, we were impressed. He went up plus 12 games. Give the guy time. We're 2-0. We're 2-0.
Skinny, we said this during the offseason that none of us were envious of Jamal Mosley because these first 30 games he had freaking 13 players to put on the fucking court.
Thank you.
Why are we getting upset with
Thank
Jamal
you.
Mosley, bro? I
He
don't
has
understand.
so
It's game
many
2.
damn options. He has so many options at his resource. I mean, you have Cole Anthony coming off your bench looking like a guy that could start for 30 teams. He could start for 30 teams. I won't discount him saying he couldn't start for this damn basketball team right now. That's just the way Cole Anthony plays. He's a good basketball player, but Jamal Mosley has a lot of guys on his plate that he's like, this guy can play. And shit, maybe you put him out there for that first game that you say that guy can play and he has a bad game. But to be a coach in the NBA, you have to look at that last guy on your bench and say, I believe in you to go get that stop. Because if you don't, who the fuck will? You get what I'm saying? Like, Bryce, you hit it on the head, bro. You got too many guys that have the opportunity to earn NBA minutes. You got to see it. You absolutely have to see it. Everybody talks about how this team has too many young guys, too many young guards. How the fuck would I know if I don't let them play?
How would I know if I
Facts.
don't trust certain guys? How would I know if I don't throw them in the fire? Like, I genuinely enjoy what Jamal Mosley is doing. I will continue to do so because he's doing just fine. And Jay, keep
Bro,
your hand off that reaction button. I don't want to hear anything from you. I love Jamal Mosley right now.
what I don't understand is, like, to me, it's so black and white for me that if you're winning, I don't honestly, you could throw in whatever lineup you want to throw in, right?
Eh,
And I know that sounds crazy. Like, if you're throwing in the bench every game, like, yeah, we're gonna have some questions for you. But if you're winning in the NBA, I don't care, dude. Freaking put the lineups out there that are gonna win,
And I
because
think
that's
he
what he's doing
trusted.
right now.
I think he trusts his game plan for these first two games. He's trusted his game plan, and he's not gonna do all these changes on the fly. I think these two teams that we just went against are one of the worst teams in the league, and you just gotta trust the game plan and pull the win. You know, whatever happens, whether they go on a run, whether we go on a slump. People having problem with Ingles, he's got to play. He's our veteran. He's proven in this league. Um, I'll say this. I want to kind of give a I want to talk like a preview to our next games. What game do you think? Because this is a thing. Some people were saying that they want to see Franz, either Franz or Paolo with the bench unit when the team comes out. Uh, when the starting lineup comes out in the first quarter, they don't want to. They don't want the stars to like kind of go cold. You know what I mean? What game do we prioritize to where Franz and Paolo would have to play with the bench unit after the starters come out?
I would say, I don't know I would say the Lakers game.
Facts.
To add to that, I would say right now, like, I mean, I kind of alluded to it right now, bro. Cole Anthony. That's my answer right now. I feel like there's a six starter sitting on that bench. But in terms of obviously the physicality, I'm not gonna lie to you, and it's not even just because of this game. I would have told you this after the Rockets game. Mo Wagner will have his way with Christian Wood. He will have his fucking way.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, ooh boy, I'm telling you right now, he's gonna have his damn way, and that is what it is. We're gonna have to match up with Anthony Davis. Well, I'm gonna need a better game from Wendell Carter Jr. I'm gonna need you to be physical.
I'm gonna give my thoughts. I think Paolo should run with the bench unit when the starters come out with Cole Anthony, and then in the second half have Franz kind of run with the bench unit. You know, in the third quarter, like we did this game.
I would love to see it be
And Franz is
Wendell.
gonna,
Actually, I think that would. And and
yeah.
and here's
Reason I say Paolo is because I want him to demand the ball with the bench unit and kind of be aggressive.
I feel that, bro. I feel
Early.
that 1,000%. But I feel like with this team and with who Paulo is as a player and the coach that he has, it's not even needed for him to feel like, oh, these guys are, this is a second unit. I can command the ball here. You can command the ball anywhere. You're Paolo Banchero. You need to know that at all times. I don't give a damn who's on the court. You should command the basketball. Um, but I would love to see it be Wendell because I genuinely enjoyed the minutes he shared with Ji. Like that shit, it looked good.
Mm-hmm.
I was like,
That would be
you know,
good with AD,
everybody
man.
talks about how he may not be a five, and I understand, but the combination between what he brings on defense and what Ji brings on defense, I love that together. So I wouldn't mind to see, 4 or 5 minutes of Wendell. He's usually the first guy gone. I noted tonight, Mo Wagner was the first guy off the bench. So that was a little eye catching. Came in 2 minutes before Cole Anthony, actually, not just like a, foul sub out. 2 minutes before. So I would love to see that be Wendell kind of get some run in with that unit, and really show what he was talking about preseason. I have seen him bring up the ball more, but even more, have the ball in your hand. I do trust you with the basketball. Be confident in that. Shoot the basketball. Like 2 for 7 tonight. People were listen. He's gonna bounce back. A lot of those were like shots near the rim that he's just got to finish.
Let me ask you guys, because we have the Lakers coming up. Mo Wagner just played that way. We saw what Wendell did tonight. It wasn't Nobody was moved by Wendell tonight. You guys think Wendell has a rebound game on Monday?
Mo Wagner revenge game against the team that drafted him.
Okay, so another Mo night, you think?
Double digit rebounds for Wendell Carter Jr. He takes shit personal.
Say no more. Jay, you got your hand up, man. Also, I didn't even ask you. What are your thoughts on the win? How you feeling? Let us know, Jay.
Oh man, I love the win and I love the grit that we showed tonight. I mean, it's something that you like to see. Multiple people spoke on the fact that good teams win ugly games, and that's definitely what tonight was. But I keep hearing guys, harp back or double back on me being critical of Mosley. I think I'm allowed to be at a certain point. Like I'm not harping on Mose. I'm allowed to question, what's going on with the rotations, especially when a lot of our main guys are visibly gassed towards the end of the game, and that's how a lot of times you can win these games that you were supposed to win, or lose these games, these close games that you were supposed to win. It could be that guys just run out towards the end, and it's as far as that's concerned. I think I'm allowed to question what's going on with Markel, what's going on with Ji. Those are fair assessments, man. So like I love the fact that we caught the W. It was a good gritty game. I love the effort and the defense. Like Jalen Suggs has proven all of the Jalen Suggs stands that were out there speaking on his defense ability, preaching that he's a top 10 defender. I love that he's coming to fruition for all of us, and showing that he can be a staple in our franchise in that aspect. But as far as the most thing, as far as my dog barking at nonsensical stuff at 1 in the morning, but it's just I think he's just trying to follow up with my dog, trying to follow up with me on just a quick, hey, what's up, Mose? What's going on? Do I need to watch
Bro,
the
my
post
dog
game?
almost barked when I was
Yeah,
talking.
do I need to watch the post game to get a little bit more clarity? Because like we came close to losing that game because dudes were visibly gassed, and that's a concern of mine. I understand running a hot hand, and I'm all for running a hot hand, but Franz playing a whole second half with no breaks. I know he's our Iron Man, but like, dude, there's some questions to ask
Yeah,
about that, like serious
that's
questions.
facts.
That's actually
And
facts, man. I'm not
and
gonna
not
lie.
only that, the fact that to close out the game, he had two ISO plays where, you know, I I was like, okay, we're giving it back to Franz, and you always want to have confidence, but in those exact moments, I was like, why aren't we, moving the ball? Why did we stop moving the ball? So I'm with you, Jay. I'm kind of with you on that. Skinny, you had your hand up when he was talking. You got something to add to that, bro?
Yep. This one's a double-sided question, really, for both you and Jay. Really, everybody that's in here speaking, and listening. Those that comment, we appreciate y'all. Obviously, this East Coast time is eating y'all ass up. I can hear it in y'all voices. But man,
Seniors too, bro.
Hey, it's 12:51 over here.
I kind of wanted to ask, part one, what changes would you want to see? Obviously, I mean, get more specifics than seeing Paolo on the ball more and kind of dominating the ball more. But then also, if Franz make I kind of feel like I understand where you guys are coming from in terms of, I mean, I hate watching ISO ball. I mean, I tell you all the time. I respect Luka Doncic as a 49 point per game scorer this tonight. Put up 49 or 39 something points tonight. But I just don't like watching all the completely ISO ball. I like watching team basketball.
Skinny, that's been the least of my concerns. I'll let you continue. I'm sorry.
No, for sure. You're good. You're good. You're good. But I also wanted to say that what steps do you feel like Mose needs to take? Because I mean, like I said, game two. But last year we were able to depend on Franz in the fourth quarter. I feel like that kind of leans into the play calling of give him the ball. It's fourth quarter Franz. He wants the shot. But what is the next fact that plays into the first question of like, how do you work that getting into, Paolo taking the shot or just, some type of set instead of just give Franz the ball at the top of the key?
I mean, there can be a couple set plays that we put forth for Paulo to run, where he has the basketball and there's either actions where he's either posted up or at the just underneath the nail where he likes to be, underneath the pistol with Franz, however they want to run it. But I'm cool with him taking a back seat if we're getting W's, especially the way he's covered. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes he was triple teamed in that Rockets game. Like, what do we want him to do? Force up bad shots? Nah, let him.
Did Paolo drive and make a layup in the second half?
I
Because
couldn't
obviously
tell.
you can talk about plays all you want, but at the end, like he wasn't getting the ball when he was
Yeah,
guarded
that's
by
another
by
thing.
Scoot. But he attacked Scoot once and he got stripped, and that was so frustrating to me because at the end, even if you come off screens in a motion play or whatever, the first step is you asserting yourself. So I definitely like against the Lakers, I know he will because the brighter the lights, I think Paolo, the brighter the lights, he's gonna match the energy.
But I,
But the first thing is asserting himself,
I
man.
think I think I mean obviously it's been 1 year and I don't hand out certain praise to over I don't overpraise certain people, but I think Paulo asserting himself is stepping on the basketball court. I think
Yeah,
as soon as that
straight
man
up,
steps on the,
straight up.
Yeah,
you
for
feel me?
sure.
You
I'm
feel
with you
me?
on that,
As
Ski.
soon as
He's great, but like we
nah,
know
but
his defense
that
was
plays
crazy.
into running those certain sets at the end of the game.
Yeah,
That plays
even if it
into
means
if
playing him
you
as a decoy, even if it means
yes.
being a decoy.
Yes. As Jay just said, if you want to run an action I would, oh my gosh, let whoever the fuck you want bring up the basketball. Paulo comes off the wing. There's a screen from Wendell at not. I don't need the screen at the top of the 3-point line. He's not going to shoot that shot. We all know he doesn't want to shoot that shot. Set that screen at the top of the free throw line. Let him work out. Set an off ball for Franz. Shit, if somebody wants to help out of that corner, Franz is wide open. If you want to close out too hard, he's gonna go. He's gonna drive to the rim. You're not stopping that Euro step. And if you don't want to help, let Paulo get that one-on-one at the rim. He's either gonna get fouled or he's gonna hit. Hopefully, he makes it.
Man, let's attack that motherfucker AD,
Attack
bro.
him. I mean, but you got to be smart. That is an all defensive
Yeah, but see,
player.
that's the thing is
Yeah,
Paulo.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Listen, if Paulo wasn't playing smart, then I may have more concern. But the dude's been playing out of his mind,
He's been playing out
cerebral.
of his mind.
So,
Yes,
like,
great
dude,
basketball. This whole team.
switching up on mismatches. Like, even if he's not getting the ball, we still all see what he's doing on the court. So even if it's he only put up 6, 10 shots, whatever it is, like if we catch the W and it's him on the court, I'm cool with it. However his role is played, man.
This
Yeah.
team has emphasized do
No,
what you need to win, bro.
every
Yeah,
time Paolo
we
gets
all
a ball,
know we all know what Paulo's P5 is capable of.
bro. Every time Paolo, there's a difference between a player that can attack the basket and do all this, but bro, every time Paolo get the ball, he understands where all his teammates are. So it's different. People want to compare Paolo to other power forwards or small forwards, but do they understand the game the way Paolo understands it, bro? He had that one pass, that dump pass he had. He can do all that, man. For real, like he'll be fine.
And the thing about Paolo is you see it that he's starting to recognize more and more when he's driving. Dude is a whole locomotive and freight train. Like he cannot be stopped. He's starting to realize it more. I just need him to fully realize, like, dude, no, in
Yeah,
transition, there is not a single person that can stop you.
bro. Individually, he has a formula for success,
For sure.
and I know he's only 20. He's only 20, and he's gonna continue to grow upon it. But man, once he figures it out for real,
Dude had like 3, 4 dunks this game. I can't be mad at anything that he did the whole game, man. Dude's taking it strong to the basket. He's showing us stuff that he didn't see last season. Like, I'm all for whatever he's shown us so far.
I suppose.
yeah.
Skinny, you had your hand up. What you got, man?
I know y'all probably tired of hearing Skinny had his hand up. Why the fuck Skinny got his hand up? I'm sorry. There were so many things.
I was thinking that.
There's so many things tonight that I was happy about. I put up on a jumbotron a little while ago. Jalen Suggs, man. Somebody made a point earlier, but his shot selection. I said it going into preseason that I wanted to see him just fit into the role. So that means fill what Gary was doing. He was shooting the 3 ball, but we saw that the first game people didn't like that. Jalen bounced back tonight by did he go 8 for 8 as well? I knew he was pretty efficient from the field. is the main point. And that just felt good to see. Felt good to see a young guy kind of recognize, hey, I don't necessarily need to do exactly what you were doing, but I can match your productivity. Um, and it's good to see the young guys on this team take the onus upon them to do so. And with Paolo, man, like I said, I don't think he'll be fine. I think he is fine. I think he's I think he's perfectly fine right now. I think this team is built for this. Like, it is exactly what it's built for. It's built for box scores that make you raise your eyebrows and say, that guy had that many points? Yeah, that guy had that many points, because that's how deep this team is. Any guy, any given night. So I think matter of fact, I know Paulo's going to have his nights where everybody is in here like, man, this guy was the first overall pick for a reason. He is the first overall pick for a reason. He allows your team to win basketball games, and you feel like he didn't take enough shots because he affects the game in other ways than just kind of what you
Absolutely.
can look at in a box score. So I, I said it earlier. I was damn right about this Magic team, man. I was so fucking right.
Yep.
It's just a good feeling. Just 1-2-0, another one Papa John's, another one. Just knowing we were right, all that off-season hype that we had building up, the FIBA, the build up. The team is healthy, and then we're finally getting to see it. And man, it's a complete package for us Magic fans, man. I'm excited. Every single thing, every time I hear you guys come up here and talk, man, it just gets me more and more excited for the next game. So guys, I mean, Skinny kind of did hit it on the mark a little bit earlier, man. But it is 2 a.m. out here, guys. How you guys, man? What are your thoughts going into the next game? How you guys feeling about that?
All right, listen, Stan. All right, this weekend, catch up on some sleep. Get disease in.
Monday and Tuesday gonna be
For all
crazy.
my Central Florida people in here, don't turn on the UCF West Virginia game tomorrow.
What?
Don't turn that on. Listen, you
Move
don't want to
on.
see that
Move
UCF
on.
team
Move
go
on.
0-4 in
Bro.
Big 12
Move
play.
on.
Brother, we're cooked.
Move on.
Hold
Move
up.
on.
I am moving on. Relax. I'm getting to my point, and you rushing me. All right. So don't turn that game on. Turn the real college football on that comes on at 3:30. UF plays Georgia in
Bullshit.
Jacksonville. Skinny, I'm speaking of the floor, so I'd appreciate the respect. But just turn on some real college football. Get, like I said earlier, get some sleep because we got a 10:30 p.m. tip on Monday. It's gonna be tough, but it's gonna be a great game. But man, get ready to stay up late because that's gonna be a late night for sure. And then we got another one the next day.
Back to back.
I'm just gonna say, our guys, they have 2 days to kind of just lock in on the Lakers. They're gonna come inspired. That's what I'm predicting. They're gonna do something. Win or lose, it's gonna be a good game, and our guys are gonna do some things out there. That we haven't. I know we're 2-0, but we haven't seen. I feel like a real proving ground, and there's things that we could talk about analytics or whatever. But every game is a single organism, and this is, what I mean. We're gonna come in there, and it's gonna be inspiring. I just know it.
They definitely have some frauds on that team, so we got to expose them. Austin Reeves has not played well.
That team was like minus 13 without Braun on the court.
1,000%.
Yeah, Braun is carrying them now.
1,000%. Going into the last, well, is it a split game between the LA games? No, I'm sorry. It is Monday, Tuesday, right? The back-to-back is in LA, then we go to Utah. I think going into that, be mentally tough, and you'll be fine. Win or loss, honestly, I do expect. Excuse me. I do expect to win. I do expect to get a win out of one of those back-to-back games, but be strong mentally, and that's all I care about. Genuinely, you're gonna have the pressure on you. You're gonna have stars playing. You're gonna have stars playing at a good level too. Kawhi Leonard, Paul George, you're no pushover, bro. Joke all you want. This guy doesn't play this. This guy doesn't play that. They here and they ready to play. Same thing.
But trust, we're gonna find a way
Oh
to be
yeah,
at their
for
level.
sure. Trust, I do.
gonna be
these guys
beautiful.
play up to standard when they go out to LA. And Jade spoke on it earlier, but I think our guys are good. They stay in the crib. Moritz and Franz are probably just going to be eating bratwurst in the hotel, looking out of the window. So we'll hope that's the plan. And I think we'll go out there and get a W, man. I feel good about this team right now. And I'm going to continue to feel good about this team, to be honest with you. They showed me a lot these first 2 games. And
No parties in
no
LA.
parties in LA, like
I
Kanye
think
said, man. Go Magic.
Yeah.
I had a quick question. Do they do Magic post game anymore, or are they just not
No,
streaming
they
it?
do it. They
Because
do
I
it.
don't see
They
it.
had
they
the
said they were
beautiful
doing
King
it.
Bo Outlaw himself, and I believe it was Dante.
Yeah, it was
I need to
Dante and
find
Ball
where to
out
see
today.
that.
I think if there's any scenario we finish 2-0 of both the back-to-back games, the media are going to start talking about us, and Magic fans are going to be
I'm gonna
unbearable.
scream.
Bro, I
I'm
don't
going to love
even
it. I'm going to love every second
I
of
don't
it.
even like ESPN talking about us, man. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I don't even
If
care,
if we
bro.
get a
We
if
Yeah,
we
I don't
know
get
the
a
even
truth.
win
watch
on
ESPN.
Monday night against the Lakers, please everybody be prepared for Tuesday morning. The ESPNs, the FS1s, every single person is gonna talk about how it's not gonna be that the Orlando Magic defeated the Lakers. They're gonna somehow try and spin it that the Lakers lost to the Magic. That's
Yeah,
gonna be the
bro.
headline. But regardless, the name
We got the cameras, man, on us now.
exactly.
I can just hear Kendrick Perkins right now being like, "You guys lost to the Magic. They're
I
so
can hear
shitty.
I can hear
The
Shannon
Magic
Sharp.
are
Hey,
so
all I
bad."
know is
I can hear Shannon Sharp. That boy Fran Wagner.
all I know is, bro, is one person that I can rely on. Cortez, I'm looking at you, brother. I know you got some family that's Lakers fans. We pulled that one out on Monday. I might need you to send me the voicemail you send them. I might need it just so I can hold on to it.
Yeah, my homie's Lakers fan, so I'm on their ass. They already know about it.
Bro, this
Don't
is
let
getting
it.
me hype. I'm not gonna lie. I'm already stoked, man.
I mean, we got the two-day holdover.
Stan,
Tito Tez, how you doing, man?
Stan, my bad, bro. I know you was gonna end this snap. Hey, was Skinny calling me out, bro? Hold up, nah. Listen, check this out. If we beat the fucking Lakers, bro. It's on site, dog. It is on fucking site. Y'all
That's what
know how much.
Hey, that's my dog. I'm telling
Listen,
y'all. Cortez be
y'all
like, bro.
already know how much I can't fucking
Stand
stand the
on
Lakers,
business,
dog.
Tez. Stand on that business,
Listen,
Tez.
y'all already know I can't stand the fucking Lakers, dog. So like Monday, listen, I'm scanning out of work.
Let's believe, man. Let's believe.
I already know y'all finna make this joke, bro. I got a fucking Tito's bar in the fucking closet right now, bro, ready for these motherfuckers, dog. So like,
Here we go.
it's on site, bro. I swear to God.
Damn.
And ladies and gentlemen, on Tito Tez's note, we will be ending it. Thank you, each and every one of you, for joining us, listening to us, giving us your reactions, commenting. That we wouldn't be able to do these spaces each and every night post game without you guys. So shouts out to you guys, the Magic Together community. We'll be here again when we do it Monday night against the Lakers. Hopefully, we're going up 3-0, talking about Papa John's on Tuesday and Wednesday. Then, once again, thank you all for joining us. I'm your host, Stanley Swanson. Like I always end this off, Magic City, Magic Together. You guys have a wonderful Friday night. We'll see you next time.
For all the latest Magic news and updates, visit OrlandoMagicHQ.com and follow us on Instagram at Orlando Magic HQ and on Twitter at OMagicHQ. Also, remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel and subscribe and leave a 5-star review on your favorite listening platform.